PS Proud Spotlight. In July, Benson and North High Magnet competed in the World Cup China Tournament in Shanghai. Benson team members include Zach Dahlgren, Tanner Sass, and Chris Schroeder. These students competed in the VEX game called In the Zone, where students have to build robots to move and stack cones. Benson won the tournament and also received the Honor Award. This is the highest award a team can receive. To earn the award, students have to score well in the competition and interview process with the judges. North High Magnet team members Calvin Green, Cole Vass, Malik Jones were all named as finalists in the VEX game In the Zone. Students Jacob Gardner, Arturo Gallegos, Zaragoza, and Colin Vickery won the Think Award. The Think Award is presented to a team that has developed and effectively used quality programs as part of their strategy to solve the game challenge. We salute these teams tonight for their accomplishments, and at this time I would like to welcome Benson High Magnet Principal Tom Wagner and North High Magnet Principal Gene Haynes and the coaches for the students to the podium for remarks.
Tom Wagner wanted to talk a lot, but I told him I would take over and kind of tell you all about it. We were lucky enough this year where they take the top 5 in the nation to, it's the US Open, the open event where you can use any parts, pieces, things on your robot, kind of similar game. Omaha North and us, we were lucky. We went to Shanghai this year. We did great at the tournament. It was a real cultural immersion. What the kids will tell you about, we stayed at a dorm for 4 days. We got to, not only during the day did we do like calligraphy, we did Kung Fu, we did language. They were teaching us a language, but then we were eating at the cafeteria with them. At night we were playing soccer and different things out on their field and stuff. So it was a really unique opportunity. Also, another great thing was that they had one day where it was just, they partnered us with the Chinese students, so every American student was with a Chinese student, and then we had to work together with them and come up with a robot for a different competition. So it was really neat to see the bonding and kind of the talking and stuff that, you know, that a lot of people miss out on, you know, here, because a lot of things are real competitive, but there as well cooperative, and it was a great learning experience for everyone. Any questions?
If the gentlemen could introduce themselves, what grade they're in and what school they attend, and give us a little bit of something that, because we weren't there, a little bit inside of the competition and the entire trip there.
Okay, I'm Zach Dahlgren. I go to Benson High. I'm a senior this year. It's my 4th year doing robotics, and the thing that I found different more than the U.S. teams and what we run more in the U.S. is the competition. Since it was a lot smaller, it was a really unique idea for them to have the smaller kids and the high schoolers and middle schoolers there for when we collaborated and did a IQ, which is just like the smaller version of the VEX competition. So it's like Legos and stuff. It's kind of like Legos, but we did like the 3-hour competition, and then we competed with it after that. It was really unique, kind of bonding with the kids that we were paired with, and then creating something just out of the ordinary, and then just driving with them and everything, because you have to switch off. So it was a partner drive more than anything, and it was really unique working with them and everything like that. So thank you.
My name is Chris Schroeder. I am a sophomore. This would probably be my 2nd year of robotics. And in China, I didn't know much about robotics, but I was still able to participate in the competition, which I really enjoyed. I got to learn a lot from Tanner and Zach that I didn't know much about since I was only in robotics for 1 year. It was very surprising that Mr. Troxel had chosen me to go to China.
Hey, you're blue chip, you know. guys started the same way, so build for the future.
So I learned quite a lot, and I'm hoping I'll be able to go again soon.
Hello, I'm Tanner Sassy. This will be my senior year. I have been in robotics for 3 years. For me, what stood out to me at the tournament was, the fact that I went to China for robotics. It was the coolest thing ever, It was such a great opportunity, and not only did you have high schoolers there, you had middle schoolers, and that to me stood out because that just really. It's just, I don't even know how to describe it, it's just so cool. It was a really fun time, and I'm sure Cole and Malik have other great things to say.
Hello, I'm Malik Jones, and I'm an 11th grader at North. This was 4 years of me doing VEX, going into my 5th year. And at China, I enjoyed the classes that they gave us there, including we took a language class, a calligraphy class, and a judging class that taught us more about the way that they judge at China. And we took them with the Chinese kids as well, so we got to learn more with them since they also spoke English. So we got to bond with them since we teamed up with them, like Zach said, in the IQ. And I enjoyed the judging class because they taught us more about how they made videos and revealed their robots to the judges in their judging interviews instead of just talking about the robot to give them a better idea. So that was a good look in how they do things in China. And then I also enjoyed the language class because it taught us a little bit of the Chinese language, and we actually used it, me and Cole, to introduce ourselves in our judging interview to the Chinese judges. So it was a great experience there.
Awesome.
I'm Cole. I'm a senior this year at North, and I've been doing robotics for 5 years. Something that I found really cool about China was that the cultural exchange amongst the students was a lot of fun. Like as Malik mentioned, the Chinese students said their part of the judging interview that when we were with them, they said their part in English, and we did our introduction in Chinese because they taught us Chinese in our classes. I thought that was a lot of fun, and playing soccer and whatnot with the students was just a blast. I really would like to go back if I could, but I'm a senior, so.
Maybe you can go back as a coach next year, or this year. Well, thank you guys so much. Colleagues, you guys said, Mr. Paul.
First, congratulations. Sounds like a great experience. Question I have is, what was the goal for your robots? Or was it, did every team have a particular objective, or did it leave it up to you to use creative?
Zach Dahlgren. The main goal, the game itself is pretty much the same thing for everyone, but some bots are made differently for some goals in the game itself because there's multiple things you can do within a game. But I think everyone's goal at the competition was just to get as far as you could, but also to learn from the Chinese teams themselves, like what their style of building and what they do, what they focus on more than what we do, because a lot of the stuff in the US is a lot of the building and stuff like that, but a lot of them over there, it's a lot of the programming and stuff, and there's different programs you can use, and they used a lot of the more advanced programming and stuff like that, so it was really cool to see that, and their goals were a lot more different for like programming wise, and ours was more building, I guess you could say, so.
First of all, congratulations to you all. It sounds like just an amazing opportunity and an amazing learning opportunity as well. So as far as your robots, did you have just like one robot, or were there multiple, or did you guys work together as one whole team to create your robots?
So it was me and Cole as one team, and each team only has one robot. So our school had 2 robots because we brought 2 teams, and then Benson just had 1 robot.
Okay.
Mr. Scanlon.
I guess congratulations to all of you. I don't know if you guys all understand this, but you went to China. That's amazing. I mean, I think you put it best when you were just like, the Chinese experience was amazing. I mean, I think when I was in high school, the farthest I went was DC, Washington DC, and you guys were on another continent, and I mean, just, it's amazing what you guys just did. I mean, that's fantastic. I commend you guys on going out there and representing Omaha Public Schools and America. That's huge. So I guess I'd just like to hear what you guys are interested in doing post high school and what you'd like to do career-wise.
After high school, I would like to do something with engineering, preferably mechanical engineering. So I take engineering classes all 4 years so far in high school. So I started out with POE, just intro to engineering, and now this year I'm taking a civil engineering class. So I'm really interested in engineering and robotics in general.
What my goals are for college and then after college would be something in the line of like a trade for like shop teaching or like construction management. My main goal for shop teaching is I want to be a shop teacher so that I can come back to Omaha and coach a robotics team. So that'd be nice.
You're hired.
So in the future, I'm hoping to become a band director or an elementary teacher. I was more into band, I guess, but I mean, still, I love going to China with robotics. It almost changed my mind about that. But,
I plan to go into software development or computer science in general. I'm not really sure yet. I've been going to North with a focus on software engineering, and I don't know what to say.
For me, honestly, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't know. But most likely I'm thinking somewhere in the engineering field, you know, because robotics and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mrs. Cassidy.
So I am an aunt to several nephews that do robotics. So I have been to several robotics tournaments and matches. And I'll tell you what, I was skeptical the first time I had to go to one. I was kind of like, what is this? But it is, if you have not gone to one, it is amazing. It is, you're not bored. I will say to any parents that might be here though, they do get rather long, so I want to commend all your parents for all those tournaments they've probably gone to. But they've changed my mind, all the ones that I've been to, that I've been pleasantly surprised at how much I understand, even though I'm not sure that I do. But if you have not gone to a robotics tournament, you should. I invite you all to go to one. They are awesome. And as you said, cool. We'll use your term. Again, just congratulations. What a remarkable experience for all of you. And I hope that you realize that robotics can really take you far. I kind of sometimes will, I think people don't know where to categorize robotics, but I look at it almost as a sport within high school. It's just as challenging and competitive as all the sports that we have in OPS, and stick with it. It's a great, I'll call it a sport, I will call it a sport. So congratulations.
Just touching on that, I just wanted to mention, at Benson, we just recently made robotics a sport, and we can actually letter in it, so just thought I'd share that with you guys, which is pretty really cool. Yeah.
I have all my lettering jack already.
I think you have a challenge, Mr. Hans. Dr. Logan?
First of all, I want to echo the board's comments about how proud we are of you, and not just here in Omaha, but Mr. Scanlon's comments in the whole country, in the United States. You've represented us so well. I also want to challenge you, though, because I know that you had the luck of having competitors that spoke your language, and to be thinking about if you had gone to China and there was no one there who spoke English, what the experience might have looked like, and to hopefully that perhaps your opportunity to go there spurred you on to learn a second or a third language. Chinese is a pretty cool one to learn because 1 out of 6 people walking the planet speak that language. So I hope that that encourages you to expand even beyond the engineering, robotics, and music that you like, so that you have another skill to add to your toolkit.
Tanner, you want to tell her what you told the judge?
Okay, so funny story. At robotics competitions, we have this thing called judging. And what happens is you go up to a judge and you kind of explain, your process through your build, your program, what you've been doing as a team and how you made your robot better. Now, okay, let me go back a bit. Okay, earlier this year, I'm not sure if you guys knew, but the Chinese teams came to America. So we kind of established a couple friendships there. And so one of the kids there, his name was John. And John spoke English very well. And so I wanted to impress the judge because we were supposed to speak in Chinese. Kind of like what Cole and Zach and Malik mentioned about the classes. And so I go up to the judge, and I'm like, "You are beautiful." Because John told me that what I said in, because I said it in Mandarin. I forgot what I said. I didn't remember it. So I thought I was saying, "How are you today?" So, that wasn't really great. So I just keep on repeating it, I'm just like, why is she's not saying good, bad, or anything? So we all thought that was kind of funny. Yeah.
She probably thought you had a crush on her, I'm sure.
Well, I heard that you guys did bring a robot to demonstrate for us. Is that correct?
Yeah, we brought our team, the Benson team's robot.
Can we put it here in the middle?
We also brought some 3D printed,
Awesome.
bunnies for everyone.
Wow. Thank you so much.
The long part is the aim. There we go. Thank you guys on this. It's a great start for the school year, you guys demonstrating this robot. Real quick before you demonstrate, how long did it take you guys to build this? How long did it take you to?
There's a lot of trial and error. You build, I don't know, a lot of guys build about 4 to 5 options in a season.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bunch of trial and error.
Okay.
So kind of explaining this while Zach gets this set up. So this blue thing that you're seeing here in the middle is called a mobile base. And the yellow things around it are called cones. Now, the objective of the game is, you stack the cones on the mobile base and then you try to score in the 5-point, 10-point, 20-point zone. Or you could also stack on a stationary goal. So it looks like we're connected here and we'll kind of demonstrate.
They haven't practiced in like a month.
Flip down. So this is something to touch on.
I'm sure you guys are probably wondering if there was any problems during the trip. And you know, one of the problems that we had, just to share with you, is getting the robot to China and back from China. And you know, during that flight, our robot went through one heck of a beating. So what you're seeing right now is not what it would have been.
It's
But
probably about half the speed that it was
yeah,
going to go.
yeah. So
And it can usually get about 15 to 16 cones stacked on the blue mobile base you see there. The mobile base itself weighs about 4 to like 4.4 pounds, and you just lift that up and then stack on top of that, and it gets about 15 to 16 cones stacked on top of that while it's in the pot.
I'll pass these around.
Well, again, thank you so much, gentlemen. Everybody, let's give these fine men a round of applause. Thank you guys. You can let me sit for a minute because you guys in the future, and congratulate you on your endeavor and success in the future, as well as your coaches. And then we can take a picture right here in the middle as well. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Great job.